Hello and welcome to this video where we'll be diving into the fascinating world of personal finance and wealth building. In this video, we'll be exploring one of the most influential books on the topic, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has sold millions of copies worldwide and has transformed the lives of countless individuals by teaching them the secrets of building wealth and achieving financial freedom. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at the key concepts and ideas presented in the book, sharing stories and practical tips that you can apply in your own life to start building wealth today. Whether you're just starting out on your financial journey or you're a seasoned investor, there's something in this video for everyone. So, grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes as we dive into the world of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Let's go to start. Rich Dad. The author's best friend's father, who he refers to as Rich Dad, was a successful entrepreneur and investor who taught the author about the power of financial education and asset acquisition. He encouraged the author to think outside the box and to take risks in order to build wealth. One of the key lessons that Rich Dad taught the author was to focus on creating passive income through investments such as real estate. Poor Dad. The author's biological father, who he refers to as Poor Dad, was a highly educated government employee who worked hard his entire life but struggled financially. Poor Dad believed that the key to success was to get a good job and work hard, but he didn't have the financial education or mindset to build wealth. One of the key lessons the author learned from Poor Dad was that a high salary does not necessarily equal financial success. A Tale of Two Houses. In the book, the author tells the story of how both Rich Dad and Poor Dad had different attitudes towards their homes. Poor Dad believed that his house was his biggest asset, and he poured a lot of money into maintaining and upgrading it. Rich Dad, on the other hand, believed that a house was a liability because it takes money out of your pocket. Instead of investing in a large and expensive home, Rich Dad focused on acquiring income-generating assets such as rental properties. The money tree. Rich Dad once told the author a story about a man who inherited a money tree. The man took care of the money tree and it continued to grow and produce more money. However, the man also had a lot of expenses, so he started cutting off branches from the tree to pay for them. Eventually, the tree stopped producing as much money and the man was left with nothing. The moral of the story is that it's important to focus on building and growing assets rather than constantly cutting them down to pay for expenses. The power of networks. Rich Dad understood the power of networking and building relationships with other successful people. He encouraged the author to attend networking events and to learn from other successful entrepreneurs and investors. This helped the author to build valuable connections and to learn new strategies for wealth building. Poor Dad, on the other hand, did not understand the importance of networking and believed that success was largely based on individual effort and hard work. It's important to focus on creating passive income through investments such as real estate. Rich Dad taught the author about the power of passive income by sharing a story about a rental property that he owned. He explained that the property generated a monthly cash flow that allowed him to focus on other income-generating opportunities. To start investing in real estate, start research properties in their area and analyze their potential for generating rental income. They can also consider working with a real estate agent or property management company to help them find and manage their investments. The key to success is not just working hard, but also having financial education and a mindset for building wealth. The author's biological father, Poor Dad, worked hard his entire life but struggled financially because he did not have the financial education or mindset to build wealth. To start building wealth, viewers can focus on increasing their financial education by reading personal finance books or taking online courses. They can also adopt a positive and growth-oriented mindset by practicing gratitude and visualizing their financial goals. It's important to minimize expenses and avoid unnecessary spending. The author's rich dad taught him the importance of minimizing expenses by sharing a story about a friend who earned a high salary but still struggled financially because he spent all his money on luxury items. Can start minimizing expenses by tracking their spending and identifying areas where they can cut back. They can also consider negotiating bills, shopping for discounts, and avoiding debt. Building valuable connections and networking with successful people can help to build wealth. Story. Rich Dad understood the power of networking and building relationships with other successful people. He encouraged the author to attend networking events and to learn from other successful entrepreneurs and investors. Start building their network by attending industry events, joining professional organizations, and reaching out to mentors or coaches. They can also use social media to connect with other professionals and share their own experiences and insights. It's important to adopt a positive and growth-oriented mindset towards money and wealth. Rich Dad taught the author the importance of adopting a positive mindset towards money by sharing a story about a man who inherited a money tree. The man took care of the tree and it continued to grow and produce more money. You can start adopting a positive and growth-oriented mindset by practicing gratitude, visualizing their financial goals, and surrounding themselves with positive and supportive people. They can also seek out opportunities for learning and growth, such as attending workshops or joining mastermind groups. Starting a side hustle or small business can help to create multiple streams of income. Rich Dad encouraged the author to start a small business by sharing a story about his own experience starting a small convenience store. The store provided a passive income stream that allowed him to focus on other opportunities and build wealth. You can start their own side hustle by identifying a market need, creating a business plan, and leveraging social media to promote their business. They can also consider partnering with other entrepreneurs or joining a mastermind group for support and guidance. To build wealth, it's important to focus on acquiring assets that generate passive income, rather than liabilities that require ongoing expenses. Rich Dad taught the author the difference between assets and liabilities by using a simple example of a house. He explained that a house that generates rental income is an asset, while a house that requires ongoing mortgage payments and maintenance is a liability. You can start focusing on acquiring assets by identifying potential investment opportunities, such as stocks, real estate, or business ventures. They can also consider working with a financial advisor or investment coach to help them make informed decisions and build a diversified portfolio. Avoiding debt and minimizing expenses can help to build wealth over time. The author's dad struggled with debt and financial stress throughout his life. He explained that his father often made purchases on credit and accumulated high-interest debt, which limited his ability to build wealth. You can start avoiding debt and minimizing expenses by tracking their spending and identifying areas where they can cut back. They can also consider building an emergency fund and paying down high-interest debt, such as credit card debt or student loans. Building wealth requires patience and a long-term perspective. Dad taught the author about the importance of having a long-term perspective by sharing a story about a farmer who planted seeds and waited patiently for them to grow into a bountiful harvest. You can start building wealth by adopting a long-term perspective and focusing on steady, consistent growth over time. They can also consider setting financial goals and creating a plan for achieving those goals, such as saving for retirement or building an investment portfolio. Finally, they can seek out the guidance and support of financial professionals, such as financial advisors or investment coaches, to help them make informed decisions and stay on track. So, there you have it, the key concepts and ideas presented in Rich Dad Poor Dad. We hope that this video has been insightful and informative, and that you've gained some valuable knowledge about personal finance and wealth building. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips. Keep learning. Personal finance and wealth building are complex topics, and there's always more to learn. Keep reading books, watching videos, and attending seminars to continue expanding your knowledge. Take action. Learning is important, But taking action is even more important. Apply the principles you've learned in this video to your own life, and start making changes that will help you build wealth over time. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Building wealth can be a lonely journey, but it doesn't have to be. Surround yourself with other individuals who are on the same path as you, and who can provide support, guidance, and accountability. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, effort, and dedication, but the rewards are well worth it. So, keep pushing forward, stay focused on your goals, and most importantly, never give up. If you liked the video, do not forget to like and subscribe to watch the next video.